Hey guys, I'm back again for after a long time na hindi ako nakapag-live. And finally, I could somehow find this time. And somebody in my another Facebook group was asking me that how he can invest in the U.S. stock market. So right now, this is the answer, and this is a platform called Interactive Broker, wherein you can really trade U.S. stock market, forex, commodities, and many others. So basically, I mainly use this for trading the U.S. market, and I have really a very good impression about this platform. I've been using this for 2 months only. Previously, I was making trading in another brokerage, which is a local bank here in Hungary, in Budapest. But the problem is that I have an issue about this very high, trading fees. So with this interactive broker, I just found it from a recommendation from a friend, and I tried it, and I have really a very great impression about this platform. I have never seen such a great platform like this, and if I can rate it from 1 to 10, I will rate it with 10. So ayan guys, so I hope that some of our kababayans will be able to watch this video live. So para kung may tanong kayo dyan, ay you can really watch it. But let me forward this, or feel free to forward this to other people na kilala nyo na gustong malaman pa paano nga ba mag-trade sa US stock market using or what platforms. And this is my personal feedback about the platform. You can see right now in your screen, yung sinishare ko ngayon is the interactive broker trades TWS platform. And this one now is just this is called the paper trading platform. This is a simulated trading. So hindi ito yung real account ko. So I am showing to you a non-real account. So, kasi meron kasi silang two ways that you can trade na paper trade, so meaning that simulation lang or so-called virtual trading. So ito yon. And the other one is the live trading. So yun yung kailangan mo talaga may fund, may money dun. So ayan. So ang tanong is that what is this platform? How can you apply for one? And what are those things that you must know about this platform? Of course, marami pang mga platform dyan na pwede kayong mag-open ng account. But this one is something really different and good. However, may mga limitations dito na hindi ka basta-basta makakapag-open nito kung wala kang sapat na fund. So first and foremost, you need a minimum capitalization of $10,000, which is quite high actually for those who are just planning to start with trading. But for those who have higher than $10,000, then I really highly recommend this platform. And basis sa 2 months experience ko trading this platform, actually it was a bit complicated to realize first, but as time goes by na realize ko yung mga mga methods, mga functionalities, yung mga features, ay unti-unti ko siyang na-appreciate. So of course, it's not a kind of platform na talagang user-friendly right away when you use it for the very first week. So kailangan mo talaga siyang aralin na manonood ka ng YouTube about how to buy, how to sell, how to set your stop loss. So marami. So marami kang makikitang tutorial sa YouTube. And this one is another tutorial na pwede mong gamitin. So umpisa muna tayo sa paano nga ba makapag-apply nito. So nabanggit ko na yung isa. Unang-una kailangan natin ng minimum $10,000 to open interactive broker account. And with that, you need to go to their website. So yung website na Interactive Brokers, so pakita ko sa inyo. Ayan. So ito yung website nila. So ito yung button na how to start an application. You need to fill up some forms. Kailangan mo rin mag-submit ng mga identity cards or documents like passport or tax card or tax ID or another. So at least 2 identity cards yung kakailangan nila na valid talaga. Like driving license is also a good one. Passport, ano pa. So kung ano yung mga valid na IDs natin, which is valid for like government IDs in the Philippines. So I don't know kung what's the status now of that identity card na lahat ng mga Pilipino kailangan merong identity card. I don't know what's the status with that, but for sure it will be a valid ID kasi that is a government issue. So ayan, kapag makapag-apply ka na dito, just like how you are applying the Cold Financial new account, ay ang susunod nito ay siyempre mako-confirm na yung application mo via email. Makikita mo na you are already your application has been approved. May email ka na matatanggap. Then you can now fund your account. So how to fund the account is really very, very easy. Kasi you just need to have a bank account, and then you need to send it to the bank account that is posted in the website of Interactive Broker. So yung Interactive Broker, limbawa kung in my case, dito ako sa Hungary, ay mayroong own Hungarian bank account yung Interactive Broker, which is connected to their main bank account. So in that case, I don't need to send my money abroad, but I just need to make a local fund transfer, just like a transfer from bank to bank. So this is so-called a wire transfer. So of course, like what I said earlier, 10,000 minimum. Then it will. The good thing is that what I appreciate is that the fund was really arriving right away. Kapag valid yung account mo, and then you have sent it to the right bank account, then it is really arriving to your trading account right away, and you can immediately buy and sell stocks. So one thing that you need to also know about Interactive Broker is that even if you have more than 10,000 capitalization for this broker, if your capital does not exceed above $25,000, hindi ka makakapag mayroon kang limited number of times na makakapag day trade ka within 1 week. This is one disadvantage in Interactive Broker. So by the way, this is not just a broker implemented rule, but it is implemented by FINRA in US. So parang it is a rule which is general rule for all the brokers in the US na you can only day trade once you have a minimum of $25,000. So, quite big, right? So, kaya yung ginagawa ng iba ay to open a broker account na hindi US based. So, for example, mayroong isang brokerage account that I forgot the name, which is based in Bahamas, and they don't implement that so-called rule, the PDT. So what is PDT? So let me search it. PDT rule. PDT rule. Right, the one. PDT is pattern day trader. So what is that rule all about? So yung rule na yan it is giving you only a maximum of 3 day trades in a week. So how do you count a day trade? 1 day trade. A day trade is defined as when you buy a share of stocks in the same day and you sell it at the same day, then it is counted as day trade. So if you have a maximum of 3 day trades in a week, 1 week, then you cannot do the 4th day trade. If you will do the 4th day trade, it will warn you that you cannot do this. One thing that happened to me is that my fund was more than 25,000, like 27, and I could do a lot of day trades. However, it went down to, let's say, 24,500. So in that case, I did not realize this rule yet till that time that my screen popped up na ano daw, you violated the pattern day trader rule. So I have made more than 3 times day trade. So ang nangyari is that I was blocked to make new trades until but the good thing is that I was blocked only for 2 weeks, although a bit bad news for me kasi hindi ako nakapag day trade for 2 weeks. So there was a method how to reset that day trade, and you can only reset that once. So it means that when you reset, meaning that you are promising na hindi ka magde-day trade after it is resetted. But if you plan to day trade, you need to fund your account with more than $25,000. So again, if your account is less than $25,000, you can only do a maximum 3 day trades in a week. So that is something bad news for those day traders. But if you are a swing trader who can hold a stock for 1, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, or a month, or half year, or 1 year, then it is not a problem. The problem goes if even if you are a swing trader, but if you need to cut loss for your position within 3 weeks, you can only make stop loss. You can only make 3 times, maximum 3 times na mag-stop loss ka within a day. Kasi magiging counted as day trading yan. So, ayun. So, that is all about pattern day trading rule, which is very important for you to know if you are applying for a new account in the interactive broker. So, if all these things are not a problem for you, you have a fund of more than $25,000, then you can unlimitedly make day trading. Another thing that I like with the TWS platform or the interactive broker platform is that the fees are really, really small. I think really low. I think kung ikukumpara mo sa iba na broker, so basically the main reason why I changed my broker, before it was a brokerage from a bank here in Hungary, and every trade that I'm doing will cost me $15 minimum. Minimum na yan, So kahit bumili lang ako ng stock which is less than 500, I still need to pay $15. So meaning to say, I should not buy a stock which is costing less than 1,000 kasi malulugi ako sa fee. Kasi yung fee is $15, so I need to really wait for such time na mag-appreciate yung price ng stock ko before I can break even the fee. Kasi $15. So let's say I have bought $1,000 worth of stocks. I need to pay $15. Then to sell it another $15, then it will cost me $30 total, which is really very expensive. That was my big pain for 1 year. So I decided to look for a good broker, and luckily I found this great broker. And do you know how much is the fee? It's only $1. And whatever how much cost of the shares, you still need to pay only $1. But there are some exceptions kapag nag-trade ka ng mga penny stocks. Penny stocks are those stocks which are priced per share with less than $1. So those are penny stocks, and they have different pricing. Although it's still affordable, but I would not advise you to trade penny stocks because of several reasons, like the very high risk that is involved there, and you can really blow out your account. I have tried it. I've made several success, but I also made stupid mistakes in penny stocks. So I warn you, better focus on companies na mayroong magandang fundamentals, and then may magandang trade setups. But I will be posting another videos about those things. But this time we are just focusing on the platform. So I have several reasons why I choose this broker. I can have other options like the trade station. The trade station is another good platform. You don't need to have a minimum $10,000 to open an account. Like you just need $500 instead. So that is trade station. So it's also worth trying. I just applied it before, but I did not yet fund my account kasi I found this interactive broker much more appealing to me. Kaya ito nga yun. At ano pa yung another reason dito is that napakaganda ng platform, maraming features, and I can also do option trading. So options is about I don't know if you have heard about buying calls or buying puts, or selling calls or selling puts. Those are options trading, and it's also another way to invest in the market. So, but it's handled in a different way, a bit more complicated than the buying and selling stocks, but they are somehow related to each other. So right now I'm still in the process of learning it, and hopefully sooner or later I can already buy and sell calls and puts under the options trading. So another thing is almost all the markets are here except the cryptocurrency. So ayan, napakaganda ng platform na to, and you can have this virtual trading platform like what you are seeing in your screen now. And you can practice first before you are practicing in the live account. So dito mapractice mo yung how to buy and sell. So let's see what we can do here. So from here you can see an initial position na ginamit ko na nagpa-practice pa lang ako. So I have here in this side the stock Apple. So binili ko na siya at 100 shares or position, meaning 100 positions, so 100 shares, and the average price is 220. So down ako ngayon kasi bumagsak yung Apple to 207 after they reported a very good earning, but the guidance was a bit lower than the expectation. Big down siya. So, makikita nyo rin dito yung net liquidity niya. So, meaning that how much is your account is worth up. So, in virtual trading, you are given virtual money na 1 million. So, yun yung 1 million na yan, pwede mong gamitin pag-practice ng buy and sell stock. Ayan, so ito yung the day change. So, since bagsak yung stock ko with like 5 or 6%, then I have this paper loss na negative 1,572. So with 100 shares position, market value of 20,000 is really quite big. So this is not the main thing now na down tayo ngayon kasi we just bought blindly any stocks na gusto nating bilhin. But knowing that Apple is really a good company, so I can say that this is a good choice. Just last Thursday, bumagsak siya dahil sa earning report na made the investors panic dahil sa guidance of the CEO for Apple na they are lowering the estimates or forecast for the next quarter dahil sa ongoing US-China trade war and other factors. But despite that, they have really reported overwhelming and excellent numbers, net income, revenue, and so on. So napakaganda ng performance ng Apple. And I believe in this company. Even if I hold this for more years. Kasi what I like with Apple is really a very good consistent profitability. It's increasing. Balance sheet is very, very strong, meaning that they have a lot of assets with lesser liabilities. And they have very, very great cash flow. So meaning that they are positive in cash flow. Marami silang nakaimbak na cash. And they can buy out any company out there to make their company much bigger. So, ayan. So, that is all about that. So, let's say, for example, you want to buy another stock. And what you want to buy is, let's say, company Facebook. So, you go here to this order entry and type the ticker FB, enter, then it will pop out this one. So makikita nyo na Facebook, you can trade it with many kinds. It can be in a stock, futures, options. So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina, in option trading, you can buy a call or buy a put or sell a call, sell a put. Ito yung inaaral ko pa. I'm on the way on learning it and I'm so excited kasi napakaganda ng kanyang pwede mong i-combine yung stock trading or stock investing with options trading. And one reason is to have a kind of insurance about your stock. So, and it's a very, very long topic to discuss. So I'm just giving you an overview. So, ayan. So, let's say I'm buying a stock, Facebook stock. So, click yan. Ayan. So, nakikita nyo may naka-indicate din dito na shortable siya. Meaning to say that you can short the stock. And when you short the stock, it means that you are betting on this stock that it will fall. And upon falling, you will profit from that amount of fall. So, you are selling a stock. If you are shorting, you are selling a stock that is not yours. So, that stock which is not yours is coming from the broker, ipapahiram sa iyo, then you short that one. After some time, let's say bumagsak na yung price, let's say from 150, sinort mo siya, then bumagsak siya hanggang let's change this to 150, naging 140 na lang. then in that case, you can buy the stock at 140. So you sell at 150, you buy at 140, you have a $10 per share na profit if you buy it here. So it means buying is like closing that position, short position. That's what it means by shorting. All right. So, but of course, if the stock goes up, then you will be in trouble. So you need to exit at some point yung short position mo. So it's like a cut loss. Kasi pag hindi mo yan in-exit, pinabayaan mo lang, your paper loss will be growing plus you are paying interest to the broker kasi hiniram mo lang yung shares eh. So that is the disadvantage of shorting. Mayroong interest involved because you are borrowing the broker's money or stocks. All right, so let's say I don't want to short, but I want to buy. So you just click buy. You put here the amount of shares na gusto mong bilhin. So you can only afford 10, 20, 30, it's up to you. So let's say the default is 100, but you can modify it to 50 if you can afford only 50. The limit is basically what is the limit price. So if the price is now 150, 0.03, but you want to buy it at somewhere at 147.50, meaning that you want to pull back a little, then you can modify it here. And as you can see, if you click here, makikita mo may naka-offer na ng mga prices na pwede mong piliin. So basically, these are prices na pwede mong i-click, and then let's say 150, then it's okay. But I don't want to buy at 150, I want to buy at 147.5. Then that's okay. Then you can decide here if it is a day order or a GTC. And then the good thing, another good thing guys about this brokerage, kasi you can buy and sell at the pre-market and the post-market. Yung previous broker ko, I can only trade during the market hours. So by the way, itong pre-market and after-market is not available in the Philippine stock market. This is what is good with the US market. And what is the advantage of this, guys? The advantage of this is one great advantage is that if usually the companies are reporting the earnings, quarter earning during or before the market opens or after the market. Now, kapag yung broker mo it's not allowed for you to trade after or pre-market, then if the earning was good, then you cannot trade, you cannot buy the stock if the earning report was good. Also, if the earning is bad and you are currently holding the stock, if the earning is bad, then suddenly the price moves down, it will crash with 10%, 20% downward move, you cannot cut loss. So yan ang disadvantage ng broker na hindi ka nakakapag pre-market or after-market. Right? But there are disadvantage of having trading in the pre or post-market for some time. Kasi the market is not so liquid, meaning to say that the spreads are too wide. So instead of having a spread of 0.1 or 0.01, you are having a spread of 0.5 or $1 per share. Let's say for instance na ito nakikita nyo dito, yung bid ask is 150.06, then the ask price is 0.37. So medyo mataas yung spread niya dahil dito sa aftermarket tayo. We are not in the live market. But during the live market or the trading hours, the official trading hours or market sessions, this spread is not so wide. So let's say the bid is 0.06, the ask is 0.07. Ganun yun. So that's what it means by liquid and not liquid. All right. So ayan. So kapag gusto mong buy order ng 147.5 and gusto mo na ma-fill out siya, ma-execute siya even during the pre-market or after-market, then you need to choose this fill outside RTH. So ayan, nakikita mo yung exclamation button dito that which means that this order is valid for the aftermarket or pre-market. Ano pa? So if this is a day order, meaning to say that it will be valid only for 1 day. But if you want to have it valid for couple of days or weeks, then choose the GTC. So GTC, then fill outside the RTH. So ayan. Then gusto mo mag-set up ng cut loss, then click the advance, and let's say ito yung 147.5 mo. Yung stop loss mo is 137.5. So you can already set your stop loss in advance. Guys, this is another thing that you cannot find in the Philippine stock market brokers. That we cannot set any stop loss to our orders. Ang nangyayari, kapag medyo nagda-down na yung price, tapos hindi mo nabantayan, biglang spike downward dahil sa bad news or bad earnings, hindi tayo nakakapag-exit. And in that case, naiipit tayo at let's say nag-down na siya ng 5%, ayaw na nating mag-cut loss. So for instance, hindi mo nabantayan na nag-open ka na lang ng account mo, nakita mo na down na pala yung let's say GFC, let's say PXP ng 5%. Nakita mo yung 5% malaki na para sa'yo, hindi ka na nag-stop loss. Then kinabukasan, nadagdagan pa ng another 5%, so naging 10% na. So ayaw mo na mag-cut loss. So the good thing with having a stop loss, which is not found in the any of the Philippine stock market brokers, you can really decide which price you want to exit. Even if you are not watching your account. So let's say 137.5, exit ka na, lagay mo stop loss na 137.5. So ayan. So nakita nyo guys na the stop loss here does not have this exclamation point. Kasi even if I click this, it doesn't show you that so it means that you cannot fill out this order kapag pre-market or after-market. So what about if magkaroon ng bad news during the earning report? Hindi ka maganon pa rin yung mangyayari, hindi ka makakapag-cut loss. So this is the thing that I did not realize yet. It took me a while before I could realize. So laman ko na kapag stop loss order, hindi mo siya may execute during the after or the pre-market and post-market or after-market, only during the official trading hours. So this is actually good during the trading hours. So paano yan ma-solve? You need to set the stop limit instead of stop loss. So it will be a stop limit. So ilalagay mo yung limit na price. So yung 137.5, yung stop price niya, it can be the same, but it can be ahead, like 138. So 138. Ayan. So pag bumagsak siya ng 138, magiging limit order na siya. So since magiging limit order na siya, then may execute siya during the pre-market or post-market and during the official trading hours. So nakita nyo guys na meron na siyang exclamation mark. It's because it can be filled during the outside regular trading hours. Yan ang RTH. So ayan, you can save it. You don't need to execute. So may dialog box dito, nag-inform sa'yo na it will be canceled on 2019, April 2019. So matagal yung effectivity ng or expiration ng GTC order. So ayan, so okay lang. So ayun, kasi nag-save lang ako, meaning to say hindi pa yun na na submit. Kailangan mong i-submit. So yung save is just to make a draft of your order. So kasi baka gusto mong i-modify pa yung order to other price, then you can still do it. Again, this is something that is really very good, right? If we compare it to our Philippine stockbrokers, wala tayo ng mga ganito. Yung halimbawa yung Sewell Financial, kailangan mong i-cancel muna yung order bago ka makapag-modify. At another is you cannot do it during the pre-market or outside the market hours. Halimbawa ngayon, it's Saturday and you cannot really modify any of your orders. So this is really something that our Philippine stockbrokers needs to improve. So, and I hope that they can see how these brokers like Interactive Brokers doing. So anyway, there are still a lot of rooms to improve for our stockbrokers out there in Philippines. All right, so if you want to submit it, just submit. And it will give you this copy na ito yung order mo, basahin mo muna. Kung may changes ka, cancel mo. Kapag okay sa'yo, transmit. So ayan, this order is transmitted. It will just wait until the market will, the pre-market will open on Monday. And if the price falls to 147.5, it will be executed. Right? So we are not in the live market now, kaya hindi yan hindi niyo makikita yung order na ma-fill. But to show you a filled order, ito yung maging itsura niya. Makikita niyo dito yung profit loss, yung company, yung how many shares, ano yung market value niya, ano yung average price, at ano yung current price or last price. So ayan. So another good thing with this broker is that meron siyang news. So lahat ng mga news about nangyayari sa market nandito. Nakikita mo talaga. So nakarank na kung ano siya, positive or a negative news. So makikita mo lahat. So dito rin, kung gusto mong i-monitor yung company specific, it's all about Apple, then Apple lang makikita mo. So kung lahat ng news which is in your portfolio, then just go to portfolio. So only those news which is related to your portfolio will appear here. So very smart, right? So kung gusto mo namang baguhin the FB, then only FB news will appear here. Nandito na rin yung chart, makikita mo. Pwede mo yung i-expand. Ayan, pwede kang mag-analyze dito and so on. So I'm holding Facebook stock. I am positioned at 150 in my active account, and I also have Apple. So Apple I'm down, but I'm not setting stop. Whatever happens, I believe in this stock for mid-term and long-term. All right. So I hope that you guys out there was able to learn something new. Marami pa lang nag-join ngayon, and I'm very glad to see you all here, guys. And this is about US stock market. And by the way, guys, I am announcing that I am also doing stock mentorship for US market. So mainly yung after my work in the office, focus naman ako sa US stock market kasi opening naman sa US market. So napakaganda ng timing. Kapag work ako, then after my work I go home. So but right now I am going to work at 7 a.m. instead of 9 in order for me to catch up with the opening of the market in the US kasi mag-open siya at 3 p.m. So I do my work at 7:30 a.m. and uwi na ako around 3 p.m. or 3:30. Late na yung 4 p.m. sa akin. So, ayan, after that, I can already do trading in the US market with this interactive broker platform. And mainly, guys, yung ginagawa ko is about really choosing those stock na mayroong magandang fundamentals than trading it. Timing the market. So I also do day trade on those companies na may magandang chart setup, but right now I'm minimizing those type of trades. Gusto ko talaga na nakikita ko na yung stock that I am buying is really worth buying. So I treat trading as a business. It's not just about checking the chart and buying it because I found a good chart setup. So for me, I am looking for a long-term perspective or a sustainable type of business in trading. That's why I only buy a stock which is worth buying, and I'm buying those stock offering me a potential of more than 20% profitability in the next weeks or months. So ayan guys, so for those who are interested about my stock mentorship in the US stock market, you think that you have a minimum of $10,000 to invest in the US market, then Interactive Broker is really a good choice. So I applied for a margin account, meaning to say, pag sinabi, mayroon kasing cash account, meaning to say that you cannot borrow shares. I mean, you cannot borrow cash or leverage. You cannot do a leverage or margin in a cash account. And the bad thing is that once you sell a stock, you need to wait another 3 days for your fund to become available to buy a new stock. That is a disadvantage for the cash account. But for margin account, first is that you are able to have a leverage. But by the way, be very careful about leverage kasi it doesn't mean that if you have a fund of $20,000 and you are allowed with a leverage of 4 times leverage. So meaning that you can have 40,000 buying, 80,000 buying power if you have only 20,000. So you should never over leverage, meaning that you should not use, if you want to use a borrowed money or a leverage, you need to see to it that you know what it takes and what are the risks involved in here. Because if you do over leveraging and you do not know what you are doing, you can really seriously blow out your account, and it will lead you to frustration. You will never like anymore investing and trading in the US stock market. So it's the same with other instruments like Forex. It's easy for us to see that, oh, we have extra cash to buy, but you should never abuse that and take that as an opportunity to buy shares without knowing what can be the downsides if your positions goes to the wrong way, right? So that is just a couple of advice from your mentor. All right, guys. So again, I am announcing you that if you want to find or want to have a mentor for US stock market and even in the Philippine stock market, just let me know. Just write me a message, and we can discuss what are my offers, and I will send you out more details about it. All right, so for now, guys, thank you very much for coming in and joining me here in this live video. For those who are not able to watch this video, you may watch this in my YouTube channel. Just type in Arnold Pacula and you will see my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so you will always be notified about my new videos. And right there in that channel, you can learn a lot of my investing tips. Although they are not so detailed as what I am doing via one-on-one sessions from my mentorship, but somehow they are helping the newbies. Right, so this is your stock mentor, Neil. My main goal is really to help out, educate as many kababayans na willing talaga mag-invest sa stock market or matuto mag-invest and has that passion to achieve financial freedom. And one way to do it is really investing in the market. All right. Again, guys, see you again in my next live video. God bless to all and happy weekend.